Hi there, welcome back to the nursery. It's been a good while since I've put out a video. I'd like to run through a couple of plants here behind me from the Looking Good list. Look forward to seeing you this week at the trolley fair on Thursday in the basketball arena in Dublin. So we'll have a quick look at these. There's plenty more on the list. We'll just pick a couple random plants from the list. I'd like to start here with some of Leucanthemums. We have a nice few Leucanthemums on the nursery at the moment coming into flower, such as this one. This is Goldfinch. Across the back here we've some lovely Lobelia Queen Victoria. There's a few other Lobelias on the list, but this is very striking foliage on this variety. Agapanthus. There's a lot of nice Agapanthus on the list at the moment. The one we've picked here is Northern Star, and you can just see the fantastic flowers and flower heads that are coming off that single plant. They're really good quality at the moment. Rudbeckia, the time of the year for Rudbeckia echinacea and the likes, and here we've got Rudbeckia Submarina Yellow. So that has a kind of a cross between the echinacea and the Rudbeckia to give you that nice flower quality, and there's a lot of heads there yet to open, so you get quite a long time on the shelf with those. The echinacea here that we've chosen would be White Meditation, and you can see again there's at least 6 or 7, maybe 10 heads there on that at the point of coming into flower. Sunseeker Red, a little bit behind on compared to the other, but again great clean foliage on those at the moment. Digitalis, fantastic variety of Dalmatian White with a couple of flower stems and some nice spots inside the throat on those flowers. So they're very attractive at the moment. Gypsophila, two Gypsophilas on the list at the minute. Here is Pink Festival. You see again a nice good show of flower about to start on that, and that will really turn that completely nicely pink very soon. While it is early for Helleborus, we have some really good varieties with some fantastic clean foliage. So here we've got Winter Moonbeam, and Winter Moonbeam has that nice mottling light green and green tone on the foliage. It looks very attractive even at this time of the year, well before it's due to flower. Ferns, nice evergreen ferns, deciduous ferns. There's a lot on the list at the moment. We've got a good, very good selection. Here we've got Bryopteris the King, and we also have Polystitch and Polyblepharum, and you can see the different tones of foliage in that there. We have a couple of others along the bottom shelves here where we've got the painted fern. So we've got Aterium pictum, and again very attractive foliage, and really good quality ferns at the moment at this time of the year. Some grasses also available on the list. We've got some Miscanthus, we've got some Penicetums. Here we've got Miscanthus silver, that's silver feather. You can see the white veiling on the foliage there. We've got Gracillumus here, which is a little bit finer. You can see the difference in both of those, but again very decent crop of foliage on those plants, so really attractive. We have back here, we've got a lovely Penicetum. This one is Fireworks, and really good foliage. Again, good contrast on your grass bench. You would have that really nice red foliage, and maybe again something like this, which is Steeper Ponytails. And Steeper Ponytails at the moment just starting to come in and putting some seed plumes on there now at the moment. Salvias, there's a good selection of salvias on the list just now. We've got some Love and Wishes here. We've got Ostfriesland, and again really decent plants at the point of flowering. So those are another couple to consider. One of my favourites, and really surprised me as to how long this flowers. This is Catenaccia Cerulean. Has that nice sort of papery foliage. It hasn't just started yet, but another week or two and these will start flowering, and will flower right through up to nearly September. I'm very surprised at how long these will last. Erigeron carnavensis, very popular little plant, bit of ground cover, has a kind of a two-toned white and pink flower, so again very attractive when it does start flowering. We've got some lovely lamiums at the moment. This is Beacon Silver, not flowering just yet, but again, the nice dead nettle effect foliage on that is very, very attractive. Planted out, bit of ground cover and the likes. Eucharist, always popular. We've got caramel, we've fuchsia here as well, Riccartonia, again, really just right at the point of flowering. You can see one flower coming out there at the moment, but there's plenty more potential on those. Another salvia here along the bottom, we've got the white Schneehugel, and you can see that is again just the point of flowering, so there's a nice longevity in that particular plant as well. A plant that's always popular here and we're always asked for in the nursery would be Xanthodecia, and this is Snow White, our own variety, and you can see the size of those leaves. They're really, really decent leaves. It's much darker than Crowborough in terms of the green on the foliage, and when it does start flowering you get that really big white head, and it's not that tall either, so it's a very, very attractive plant. Hostas, again, still very popular. This is one of the more popular ones, which would be Purple Heart. You can see that really nice purple stems going down from the leaf down into the heart of the plant, and where it gets its name from. It's again a really attractive hosta, a little bit different than just green or variegated, so again, really, really good plant. Anemones, a good selection of anemones on the nursery at the moment. We've got Wild Swan here, which is always popular. That has the beautiful dark purple back to the flower, white flower front, purple on the back, and Whirlwind, one of the old favourites. Again, really, really decent plants, strong foliage, and no blemishes. So again, one to consider. Euphorbias, with a really nice variegated euphorbia there, which is Silver Swan. Really good plant, compact, and plenty of breaks, plenty of stems on those. So again, one to consider adding to your benches. I'm going to finish up here with this Lemonium, which I always like. Lemonium, it's kind of like looks like it has salt. It's called Salt Lakes. It looks like it has little crystals of salt on the foliage when the foliage is dry, and has this really nice purple and white. When the flowers open, they turn white, but even when the flowers are closed, it's nearly more attractive. So again, one of favourite of mine on the nursery. So look, thanks very much for taking the time to watch the video, to have a look at some of the plants, and I look forward to those of you that are planning to make the trip up to Dublin to the basketball arena to visit the show of glass on Thursday. Thank you very much.